Sharyn with me. And in case people don't recognize you, which I find will be hard to believe, but why don't you introduce yourselves and tell us why you're here?
I'm Carol Holzgrafe, a co-member of the leader of the branch support team.
And I'm Sharyn Siebert, and I'm the co-chair of the branch support team with Carol.
Yes.
I see you brought
I brought my award. Thank you so much to the Academy for this.
Okay.
It was really...
Well, I do have a few questions for you today to help our audience get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
The movie Saving Private Ryan was a big hit. How did your team make a big hit saving branches this year?
Well, of the 12 to 15 branches that reached out to us with struggling leadership issues, we have been able to help them to revive. And there were 3 branches in danger of disbanding that have actually, with our significant help, along with their tremendous efforts, have new leadership teams in place for the coming fiscal year.
What would you like our TV viewing audience to know about your accomplishments this year?
Sharyn and I are the Ask Us First team. We deal with branches that are struggling and questions from those who are not. We collected ideas to support and revive the struggling ones, and we found answers for the others, and we learned a lot too.
As you know, movies are rated by numbers. We like numbers. For the movie industry, that's ticket sales, IMDb scores, and reviews. What are the important numbers that you'd like to share about your work?
For us, numbers came in questions. We've had many dozens of questions, from how to find name tags to how do we disband our branch. We've talked to at least 35 branches, sometimes for more than an hour, and we've had many compliments.
We talked to them via the settings of email, text message, Zoom, personal meetings. We were even going to talk to them or send them information via carrier pigeon if need be.
Well, I hope that wasn't necessary, but that is innovative. Speaking of innovative, we know that some movies are innovative, like The Sixth Sense, for instance. What was innovative about your AAUW production this year?
We help branches streamline their leadership teams to reinvigorate themselves. And we made branches, this is a big one, we made branches aware of the significance of dissolution. It's a bit of a shock when they face no more local scholarships, no more Tech Trek, and ending valuable community involvement. In addition, we've also helped them negotiate mergers, maintain membership, and keep important projects going.
So I know that we have the two of you, this dynamic duo, on the screen with us today. Are there any other people that you want to, that helped you with your work?
Yes, we have a committee that represents every branch around the state. We've been meeting monthly. One of our committee members is even an incoming director for AAUW California. She's stepped up to leadership in a big way. So with the 119 branches around the state, which are under our purview, every one of the branch members is eligible to contact us too on our Ask Us First.
So in thinking about your movie, how do you know if your movie has been a hit?
We had 50 members or so from around the state bringing innovative ideas to help branches with leadership struggles. They were in attendance at the Help Wanted workshop. We're collating those ideas into a document that will be posted as an addendum to the movie already posted on our webinar listings under aauwcalifornia.org.
And I want to thank you for joining me on the red carpet today.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. We are so grateful for this award.
Well, hello, Marcia. It's nice to see
Hi.
you today. I want to give you a chance to let our audience know who you are in case they don't recognize you. So what does Marcia do with AAUW California?
Hi, I'm a director on the state board, and I am the membership chair for California.
We want to pack the house. What's
Yes.
membership ideas for getting more people to buy tickets to AAUW?
Our team, our production crew has been working all fall and into the winter to try to create a plan for growing membership for AAUW by 6%.
Can you share what any of those ideas are to get more people in the house?
One of the most important things is coming up with a marketing tool that our branches are going to be able to use. Brochures, maybe some ideas to put on their websites, ways to encourage community members to become a part of the AAUW team of women. Put out brochures. We want to put out all kinds of things that will be hands-on tools.
What do you want our TV viewing audience to know about your accomplishments this year?
I think one of the most important things that we've accomplished is people are talking about growth. People are actually using that language. I'm talking about how excited they are to start growing. And I think one of the most important things that our committee has been able to do this year is to start that conversation. There is this new energy around the idea of growing, of about gaining new members, of getting a particular audience. We're looking at newly retired women and men because they bring with them a wealth of life experience, work experience, expertise of working with teams, of being able to motivate community members, and just pulling on that life experience is exactly what AAUW is craving and needing right now. There are people who are looking for a community to be a part of in order to use their talents and their life experience. So I think this is a win-win for the new members and for our organization as well.
Do you have anything that you'd like to say about the cast of thousands you must have behind the scenes making this happen?
Well, we couldn't make this happen without the branch leadership across the state. I am so impressed with the membership VPs that I've met and talked to. There are just so many wonderful people who are part of this cast. And the reality is that with every one of these people that are providing leadership in their branches, they're the ones that where AAUW happens. I think we're moving towards becoming a culture of recognition and hopefully rewards. I have my little Oscar right here. I am so proud to have received an Oscar from AAUW, and I don't think it's necessarily mine. It belongs to every person that's trying to increase the membership of our organization. We've tried to come up with some innovative ideas for recognition of branch officers or people who are new members, not only shout outs in our newsletters, but actually maybe funny rewards or maybe more serious sentimental rewards, but everybody deserves to be recognized. And it's delightful that here we are recognizing the work of people who are contributing to AAUW California. But sometimes we forget about the people who are just doing the day in and day out work in the branches, whether it's the branch treasurer trying to take care of all of the finances or the membership VP who is trying to make all the contacts. But every one of these people is a vibrant part of the AAUW community. And every person that's making a contribution in terms of leadership, I think, should be recognized. And that's a real motivator. I know that people feel good when they've been thanked. And we need to be a little bit more deliberate about that. And I think we're modeling that today by recognizing people who do bring some leadership to the state organization.
As you know, every movie has at least 3 important characteristics: the plot, a setting, and characters. What 3 things does your committee have to do?
Our committee, first of all, needs to be the plot. The ongoing plot is to continue to have conversations about how do we grow. And there is not one size fits all. There has to be a lot of tools in the toolbox. And so what we're trying to do, our committee is putting together a toolbox that we hope to introduce next fall that will provide hands-on ideas, rewards ideas, certificates that can be used, maybe some little PSAs could be put in a newspaper about the work of TechTrack, the work of SpeechTrack, the work of GovTrack. Our being able to give branches those tools, I think, will make the plot continue to develop, grow. In terms of character, one of the things that we need to continue to do is to identify people that not only can provide leadership within our branches, but also people that we'd like to invite to be a part of it. If a branch has a vibrant discussion group that focuses on a particular demographic of members, whether they be newly retired or younger members who are really interested in social justice issues, that we need to make sure that those opportunities are there that meet the interests and the needs of the people that comprise the branch. In terms of setting, we live in the coolest state in the nation. It has so many opportunities for us to talk about our uniqueness and how we fit into the mosaic of California. I live in a beach community. You live in a mountain community, and that's part of the beauty of the state. It's not one size fits all. Each area, each branch, each IBC has its own personality, its own characteristics, and we need to celebrate that and make that a part of our identity, our branch identity, who we are, and how do we relate to the people who live near us.
Well, I want to thank you for joining me on the red carpet. Well, hello, Mary Isaac. It's so nice to see you today. Just in case people don't recognize you, can you tell us who you are and what you do for AAUW and why are you here today? What award are you receiving?
I'm here. I'm Mary Isaac, and I am the Tech Trek Program Director for the state. One of the projects that California, AAUW California, and their members sponsor.
Do you have an alias by any chance?
I do have an alias, and my alias is Dr. Mimi. The girls all call me Dr. Mimi, and it just makes it a little bit friendlier.
Tech Trek has been nominated for a Special Achievement Award for 25 years of life-changing STEM camps. Are there any celebrations planned this year?
Yes, but it's pretty much a secret. I'm not going to tell anybody about them until they happen. So you'll get surprised as anybody else will be.
Okay, we'll have to be watching for that then. Mary, what would you like our TV viewing audience to know about your accomplishments this year? This year being getting ready for camp in the summer.
Yeah, like every year, the big accomplishment is getting so many people moving in the right direction to get all of the campers and the applicants set up and to identify all the campers that we have. And I think this year especially was more challenging because it was the third system that we rolled out to them in the last 3 years. And this being the second year back after COVID and after the pandemic. So it's been a really interesting experience to try and get through that.
So let's talk a little bit about innovation. We know that there are innovative movies out there like Star Wars and Toy Story. Is there anything innovative going on in Tech Trek this year?
There's a lot of innovative things going on. I think that probably the most innovative thing about it is we seem to be doing new applications every year, new registration applications. This year, we have signed on with a provider that is really helping to take care of our needs. And one of the things that they're bringing to the party that's a little different than in the past is so much help for the branch members that are trying to get things done. So they're taking care of the help desk and the support and providing all the needed support that our teams need.
Every movie starts with at least 3 things: a plot, a setting, and characters. Can you name 3 things that you always have to do every year?
Yes, I think, one of the first things that we have to do is be true to our mission. And our mission is to grow the number of girls that are involved in STEM and that get engaged in STEM studies and STEM careers. I think that's probably the number one thing that we have to keep in front of of our minds and spirits. I think the second thing is being flexible. I think that, you have to be able, as on a movie set, you have to be able to accommodate a sudden storm coming through. Well, it's the same thing with Tech Trek. We have to be able to accommodate issues coming up and being able to facilitate and adjust to those issues. And I think the third thing that's really, really key to the success of this production is that we need to share best practices. So the things that we find in different branches and in different pockets of the state that we can share with others, I think having that ability to share is going to be really important as we continue moving forward with future productions.
Who do you consider to be the audience for your work?
The world. No, I think probably the key audience is the and I say that jokingly, but I think the world is going to benefit from all these girls going through the camps, because we're going to have girls that have some basic skills in STEM. I think that the benefiters are the girls and the people that are going to just have an awesome experience because they're going to be able to work with these girls in the future, and we've given them such a good start.
Do you have a way to know if your movie has been a success? Do your fans tell you?
We normally, yeah, they do. Both the good and the bad. So we run a survey annually after camp, and we ask not just the girls, but we ask the volunteers too, because they're a really, really important part of what we do at camp. We couldn't do it without them. And so having the ability to get their feedback and then to wrap that feedback into next year's production and the productions after that is really important. So I would say it's the world. It really benefits from this.
I know that you're always thinking ahead. So do you have anything that you can share about your next film release?
Yeah.
Yes. What would that be?
Our next film release will be engaging more of the girls that have gone through camp to help us put together our next production. They're all so eager to stay involved. And that's one of the exciting things that happens is the girls go through camp and they come back again. And they come back and volunteer because they were so moved by the experience that they feel that they need to share that with others and to be able to guide the girls, the younger girls, even further in their endeavors in both middle school and into high school and college. That's really inspiring to me to see them all wanting to come back.
Yeah. I want to thank you for joining me on the red carpet today, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of the festivities today. Thank you, Mary.
So much.